progress. I think you're about to checkmate. Oh no, I gotta do mind chess again? I hate mind chess. I just want to eat the pieces. I guess, but I feel like it's because of Pikachu that they gave him 2 megas that only Charizard and Mewtwo have. True. They also probably figured having 2 megas would make charging it as DLC be a little bit more understandable. Which it doesn't really to me. Hey, let a gal finish, will ya? No good button and pain in the you-know-what. Ouch! Well, this leopard sure ain't changed her spots. Yeah, but smoke bombs away. Your testimony is not required, and neither is your presence. What do you mean? I'm a journalist! You can't— Ow! You're a liar is what you are. You lied under oath that one time. Seems like Miss Von Karma is not too fond of Miss Hart, huh? I mean, she kind of was trying to get Miles, like, in trouble in a previous game. I don't think she's her biggest fan, no. What's she called? Ringer, right? She was a member of this here committee? Well, she's just exactly like the ringleader of that— Ah! Stop it! Stop whipping me, dang it! What is the meaning of this interruption? Miles Edgeworth, explain. Miss Hart here helped us out by describing how the auctioneer was dressed. It seems they were wearing the exact same outfit as the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. Yeah, they're dressed up like Colonel Sanders. But that would mean that the victim was also the ringleader. Yeah, I wonder if someone with a penchant for justice maybe murdered a ringleader that was operating a suspicious organization right under her nose. I don't know. No, how about we just calm down, sir? It seems I have some new information to consider. It's true that I came here to investigate the underground auction. Oh, by the way, chat, how does the audio sound for this game? It sound alright? And to arrest its head of operations, the auctioneer. Kenta-kun will never resort to murder. He's a peaceful entity. But if Miss Hart is to be believed, the ringleader is dead. I guess that means your journey here today was wasted. I suppose it does, nonetheless. I, Franziska von Karma, I refuse— Wait, okay, I thought that was worded weirdly. Anyway, I, Franziska von Karma, I refuse to leave empty-handed. Time for a rematch, Miles Edgeworth. Fine by me. But you may find that your whip will go sorely underused this round. Alright, let's go. Franziska's latest theory. Fine. I accept your little explanation. That would make the storeroom the actual scene of the crime, yes? In which case, the murderer is someone connected to the auction. No, I don't know. Considering that this happened right near the prosecutor committee, I don't know. And if the photographer is to be believed, the victim was the auctioneer and the culprit was an attendee. The killer lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the exchange of illicit goods was to take place. They then stabbed the victim in the chest with a piece of merchandise, the candelabrum. There. Does that sum it up? Because I won't be accepting rebutals. I don't know, I think you gotta accept that rebuttal. I'm afraid you might have to. There's a serious hole in your testimony. There is? I didn't spot any. Good thing you're the one in charge here, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright then, time to fight back. You have to win this for us. I'll get my boxing gloves right now. And I will. Time to take Franziska's testimony to task. Alright.
Hold it!
Oh yeah, another thing I forgot. I completely forgot. They even had like a whole section dedicated to it and everything. The Mario 40th anniversary. They're making a Mario Galaxy movie. Huh. And then they're like releasing Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Hopefully the Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 release isn't like their Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine collection where I think, what was it? Was it only out for like a couple months or something? Or maybe it was for a whole year. I remember my cousin really wanted to buy it though, and like, she couldn't get her hands on it in time because it was like a limited release. Yeah, hopefully people don't scalp it if that is the case. Yeah, absolute cinema. We're gonna get a movie with, oh my god, why can't I remember her name? Star Lady, oh my god, I remember the Luma. Rosalia? I can't remember her name. A movie that will kill me from motion sickness, just like the game. Oh boy. Oh, Rosalina, that was her name, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for them to play meme music for the Mario movie. I can't wait for them to play I Need a Hero again. And then they'll play some like TikTok songs and Mario do the floss. I'm not in the habit of denying facts that are readily supported by the evidence. And that's all there is to it. You were able to show that the murder actually took place in the storeroom. But yeah, I really like Rosalina. If I'm not playing as Yoshi when I play a Mario game, I tend to play as Rosalina.
Hold it!
And how exactly did you come to that conclusion? Members of the big building staff were questioned extensively, but none mentioned a secret storeroom. It seems its existence was known to only a handful of people. And of course, the storeroom was where the items that were to be sold in the auction were being kept. Very good. Which suggests a link between knowledge of the storeroom and involvement in the auction. They should put Birdo in every game. You're the Birdo. Let's go. Birdo, the video game.
Hold it!
So you believe that the victim and the ringleader were one and the same? 500, Birdo. 500 cigarettes. I do, and the murderer was... Why are you asking her this? You just said the exact same thing yourself, dummy. So I did. But I was merely confirming Franziska's reasoning in order to... Oh, don't give me that horse feed. You got caught saying something stupid. You give a little laugh and move on with your day. Elio, this isn't an intervention. You smoke 500 cigarettes daily. I can stop any time I want to. I don't have a problem. The murderer was one of the auction attendees. What? You don't got no notes for our friend here after that little performances? Of course, assuming that our friend, the photographer's word can be trusted. I can't quite tell if they love or hate one another. Yuri? Anyway, the more relevant point here is how the culprit actually carried out their plan.
Hold it!
How exactly did they manage that, may I ask? Miss Hart was in the storeroom too, remember?
Objection!
Yes, hiding someplace. And if you've seen the storeroom yourself, you'll know that there are plenty of other places to hide, too. So, you're saying the killer was hiding out of sight while they awaited the victim's arrival? I like that. I like that emote. That's a good emote. That one smoking. One smoking meme. I believe we can reasonably assume that the murder took place after the auction had continued or concluded. Bleh. After all, the victim was the auctioneer herself. She would surely have needed to be present throughout the proceedings. No joke, if they just ate the cigarettes, Bortus would have been fine. Who's Bortus? She thinks it happens afterward? Would you mind adding that statement to your testimony, Francisca? Oh. Oh, the 500 cigarettes guy. Oh. I only know the 500 cigarettes meme from the Library of Ruina version someone did. Okay, the murder took place after the auction had concluded. Wait. No, hold on. Did it? Yeah, auction continued even after the murder occurred.
Objection!
You fool. There's one character I would reasonably give an egg to in Ace Attorney. Oh, who gets the egg of wonder, Misha? It seems you're one step behind yet again, Francisca. How so? He's gay and an alien, and you will respect him. He fought for the rights of his daughter. Sounds like a pretty upstanding guy. The auctioneer was in fact not, oh wait, oh my god. The auctioneer was not in fact the victim, and I can prove it. Oh, Edgeworth gets the egg? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Elio has a daughter. Holy shit. Can't believe I ate 500 cigarettes. This is the statement Miss Hart gave us. Well, if she made it, it's not worth the air she used to say it. I done told you, I'm a journalist, dagnabbit. My word is, hey, ouch. Did I ask you to open your mouth? I do have a son, though. I may not have a daughter, but I have a son. His name is Eustace Winner. Ouch!
Objection!
Calm down and listen for a second, Francisca. Hart, you're the worst journalist I've ever seen. She's taught her pupil well. Miss Hart witnessed at least some of the events surrounding the murder. If Edgeworth wasn't so damn fine, then Francisca would get the egg. Yeah, Edgeworth is great. I really like him. I also really like Francisca, too. She confirmed that the auction continued even after the murder had occurred. Egg time. You bet it did. Went right on like nothing had happened at all. How would that have been possible without an auctioneer, It wouldn't. So you see. The victim couldn't have been the auctioneer. She was one of the attendees. No! As I've been saying since the start, there's no way Kay can be the murderer. Because she had been pushed down the hatch by her assailant and knocked unconscious by that time. So then, who was the victim really? Right, well, if the auction carried on after the murder, the victim must not have been the auctioneer, but an attendee. Oh, Gavel? That's enough. I know that sound all too well. Yep, knew it. Order in the courtroom. All rise for the chairman. Die!
Squish me, Mommy.
Oh, there's no need for all that pomp and circumstance, Verity. Oh, she's back. I'm sure she's definitely not gonna make this case get any complicated by submitting any fake evidence. Please, everyone, Feel free to call me Celsius. Yes, that'll do very nicely.
I would rather call you Fahrenheit. Oh, hi, Civil! Yo, Elio, how are the investigations going? It's going alright. I think I'm getting near the end of this case. I can feel it in my bones. Canned booze directed at me. Yeah, I have a feeling she's involved in this. Holy shit, who is this drugs man? He's Eustace's dad. Also, he's like the head of the prosecution or whatever. When will the sidekick of the main character be not accused of murder? Never. That's what they're there for. Alright, Celsius, what are you doing here? Oh, he doesn't call his dad as dad? Eustace's dad is a drugs man.
Oh, I just stopped by to see how my boneheaded boy was getting along.
Fuck you, Celsius! See, this is why you're Fahrenheit to me.
They say there are all sorts of families, but I'm not sure these two are what they meant.
Here, Eustace. I will accept you as my son. You don't need a dad like this. Nah, he's Kelvin.
I thought I might need to light a fire under this investigation, but it seems not.
That's definitely not a thinly coated thread or anything. Kelvin Levin? Yeah, he uses the Levin sword from Fire Emblem.
What the fuck is this dude? Yeah, he's weird. He really let himself go after Ben 10. The suspect everyone's searching high and low for is right back here where we started.
This guy's totally not evil. I mean, just look at this guy's eyes. He looks as pure as the driven snow. And Gabelle, I've never suspected her a day in my life as being evil. Especially if she's defending this upstanding citizen.
Men, detain the suspect immediately. Wait, Miss Faraday is innocent. Shut your meddling mouth.
You seem a bit upset.
You're becoming something of a problem, Miles, my boy. I thought I told you. The committee wants this matter cleared up as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, considering that you committed a murder.
It's a matter of trust. We can't have our organization be seen to drag its feet. It's bad for us, and it's bad for me too, personally. Sorry, it must be my age. Your unlawful investigation ends here, and it will not be permitted to resume.
I do wonder what's up with him crying so much.
In case you have forgotten, you are no longer a prosecutor. You have no authority here. And what's more, there is the matter of you aiding and abetting a suspect. She's right, of course, as always. You really are a godsend, Verity.
Yeah, that totally doesn't look like a villain smile.
Everything I do knowingly. If you wish to prosecute me for it, be my guest. But know this. We have uncovered a new suspect. This person here. Miss Faraday was attacked by this
Overruled.
You can stop right there, Mr. Edgeworth. The raincoat in your picture was discovered nearby a short while ago.
New fabricated evidence has been added to the court record, maybe?
The victim's blood was found on the hood, along with some cherry blossom petals. Cherry blossom petals? Like the ones on the roof? Yes. They were stuck to the edges of the bloodstains, probably due to the blood being fresh at the time. The results came back already, my boy, so there's no mistaking it. The person in your picture is the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer.
What?
Huh.
I still think that red raincoat came from the evidence room, like that it was on that mannequin.
No, this completely undermines our entire case. All our assumptions were based on the person in the red raincoat being the killer. But if they were the victim instead, then Kay remains at the top of the suspects list.
Miss Faraday, you testified to having encountered a person in a red raincoat up on the roof, correct? Yes, I did. We now know that the person was the murder victim. And you are the only person we know of who came into contact with her. Since one of you wound up dead, I think we all know how that encounter went.
Objection!
No! Kay was attacked by that person. She's the victim here, not the aggressor.
Overruled.
As far as I recall, you have yet to see any evidence that proves she was attacked as you claim. And even if such proof existed, Miss Ringer could simply have been acting in self-defense.
Well, you can't just jump to conclusions like that. Kay is innocent.
But I'm not. Kay, shh! I'm trying to cover for you, girl!
Kay?
I told you! Stay silent until proven otherwise in a court of law. You have the right to remain silent, Kay. I'm not innocent. I don't want to believe it, but I remembered something. Hearing about the raincoat brought it back. It's just a flash, but I remember what I saw now, right when it happened. The murderer, it was me. Oh, I really like that art. I remember looking down, and the person in the red raincoat was on the ground. It was me, Mr. Edgeworth. It was me all along. I'm the murderer. I'm the murderer.
No, you're not. You can't be.
Then what am I? Why do I have a memory like that? Maybe you saw the murderer kill them in front of you? They were on the floor in front of me. There was a pool of blood. Why was I just standing there? Why didn't I do something? I know why. It's because I was the killer. You're not the killer. That's a completely different guy. Your last name's Faraday, Kay. This court recognizes the legitimacy of the accused memories.
What? But you said you didn't believe her like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, they just go with whatever makes it more convenient for them.
Overruled.
I commend you on your bravery, Miss Faraday. It will not go unrewarded. And praise be to the goddess of justice and her many blessings.
Objection!
I don't know about that. As an official representative of Interpol, I hereby request that the suspect be... We don't have time for this. We must arrest Kay Faraday this instant. How dare you take that tone with me? This is a gross overreach of authority. I demand that you give us more time to investigate. You say my investigation is unlawful.
What could be more unlawful than this? Yeah, it's understandable if we can't do it, but not even Franziska? Unfortunately, you no longer speak for the law.
Indeed you don't, but I do. And while I can't help but be moved by your dedication to your friend, I have to agree with Verity.
Speaking of the law, it seems that there is one other we must arrest.
Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Miles.
Why am I going to jail? Stop burning evidence!
What are you talking about? Mr. Edgeworth was just doing his job. He didn't do anything wrong.
I guess aiding and abetting a criminal would get me thrown in jail.
He wasn't doing squat. By which I mean to say, unfortunately, Miles is no longer serving in any kind of official capacity. You went too far this time, Mr. Edgeworth. You conducted an unlawful investigation. Worse, you aided and abetted the flight of a suspect. You are no longer even an ex-prosecutor. You are a criminal, nothing more. Oh, that reminds me. There was supposed to be a hearing today, wasn't there? Concerning your conduct.
I already quit. You can't fire me. Sir, playing with a lighter is dangerous. Yeah. What a way to show me that this guy is trustworthy, by having him waving around a lighter, looking evil as fuck, and burning evidence in front of me. Excelsius' sprite is hilarious. Oh, hey, JB!
I'll make sure it's officially rescheduled for tomorrow, although I fear I already know the outcome.
Yeah, I already quit! You can't fire me! I quit!
Look at this as an opportunity to reflect on your actions, Miles. A chance to really think long and hard.
Talking about me being a criminal while talking to me with an open lighter. Yeah, how about you? You watch yourself first, buddy. You're a pot calling the kettle black. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Twy. And thank you for taking a moment. Okay, but he has tears. He's clearly a good guy. No, I think that's crocodile tears. This guy is giving me bad vibes. Also, he treated Eustace like shit. I would treat my son better. Pot, kettle, kettle, black. Yeah, what happened to the last... Okay, chat. What happened to the last guy in Miles Edgeworth that treated his son like shit? He was the murderer. I don't know. It's kind of like when Araki has a character do animal abuse to show that they're evil. I don't know.
And this court is adjourned. And this is why Cars is the best villain, because he saved that pupper. Never got over how evil Dio was from that. Yeah, I remember watching JoJo, and I saw Dio and I was like, oh, he's kind of cute, and then he did that to the dog and I'm like, never mind. Never mind. Quick way to make me like or dislike a character. How they treat animals. April 6th. Oh, hey! Are we in the same jail cell as, Knight? Uh-oh. Well, I sure hope none of the people from the second case have a grudge against me and try to murder me. I sure hope they patched up that hole. 100%, yeah. Never thought I'd spend another night in here again. And they stripped me of all the evidence we'd so painstakingly gathered. Even if they did let me keep Kei's Yatagarasu pin. Can't help but worry about her. They'd better be treating her well.
I feel like of all the jail cells to be put in, putting us in this jail cell is probably the worst. Jonathan was on my shit list because he was feeding a dog grapes. They're toxic to dogs. Yeah, true.
The murderer,
It was me. I remember looking down and the person in the red raincoat was on the ground. It was me, Mr. Edgeworth. It was me all along. This is probably one of my favorite Ace Attorney CGs. I really like the composition in this. Like, Kei's expression, like the background, the wind flowing and everything. It's really nice. It's a really nice CG. I'm the murderer. I'm the murderer!
Come on, let's go. You've got a visitor. Is it my boyfriend? A visitor? Who? Someone by the name of Dick Gumshoe. Want me to send him away? No, though I'm not sure what to even say to him. Damn, I guess it's not my boyfriend. It is my friend that is a boy, though. Or maybe they're not actually my friend. With how he treats him. I don't know if Edgeworth would consider Gumshoe a friend. April 6th, Detention Center. Visitors room, more like his servant. Wait there. They're leaving me unsupervised. Forgive the intrusion.
Wait, you're not Gumshoe!
Judge Gavel. Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a seat.
Who do you think you are, Chris Hansen?
What are you doing here? I was told it was Detective Gumshoe.
She lied? This contributes even further to my Gavel is doing something fucked up. But then again, the fact that she's trying to see me. Maybe she knows that that guy is evil? I don't know.
I imagined you wouldn't come if you knew it was me. That's true.
I could just see Twi typing. I would come though. Elliot's getting closer and closer to not needing to shit all over the place. I did not forget. I would. Oh.
What could you possibly want from me now? I suppose I'd better find out.
Were you really typing that as I said that, Twi?
You may not be aware of this, but you're only permitted to meet with specially approved visitors. I feel so fucking called out.
Her hair looks like a coiled poop.
So, I'm to be treated like a dangerous criminal, am I? I suppose my reputation has rather plummeted.
I mean, this isn't the first time you've been in jail, Edgeworth. It's fine. I'm sure you're used to it at this point.
It has indeed. And for you, of course, and your friends.
At least you're not being accused of murdering someone with a gun this time.
That attorney and the other girl were raising quite the fuss earlier.
I was thinking about saying it, then when I thought, okay, I'll make the joke, you said it.
I know you too well, Twi. Thunder and Emma. I saw them launch some extremely heated words at one of the guards.
No, you didn't.
You may thank the goddess in that regard, but even she is too busy to deal with each and every infraction.
Is it? Yeah, infraction.
And they will not be punished for their bad behavior. Did you come here just to chit-chat with me? Must have a lot of time on your hands. Oh, speaking of which, Miss Von Karma is continuing the investigation where you left off. I just thought you would like to know. I figured you would be worried about how they were all doing.
Oh! Man! Oh my god! Hey there! Thank you so much for the raid! Were you also playing Ace Attorney? Because I think you said you've been playing through the trilogy, right? Thank you so much for the raid! Oh, Emma, I got confused because I was thinking, why would she call Franziska other girl?
I hate to admit it, but she read me like a book.
Yeah, what's your motive? Hello, hi! How's it going, Manzai? What are you up to? Also, did you hear about the Star Force collection?
Let's cut to the chase. Your Honor, why are you really here? I'm here simply to talk, nothing more. There is something I wish to know about you.
Of course I did. I'm excited. Yeah! Yeah, I'm glad they announced that. Now I think all that's left is the Legends. Like a Legends legacy, I think now.
Me.
Yes, who else?
Objectively speaking, you are highly intelligent and quick-witted. And a born prosecutor at that. Please, Judge Gabel. Your sarcastic praise is but salt in my wounds.
I just wish they announced it on the US Nintendo Direct. Yeah, I was just talking about that. How I thought it was strange that they didn't do that. Especially considering that they literally announced the US release, like, almost immediately on YouTube. Miscellaneous side games collection.
But I sincerely mean every word, Mr. Edgeworth, and it is why I fail to understand you. Take this latest case, for example.
Capcom probably only cut a check for the Japanese direct for it. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
You're up against the very committee itself. You had no hope of succeeding.
Not to spoil anything about the series, but there's a heavy emphasis on multiplayer features. Oh. Yeah, I never played much of the Star Force collection. It's having less advertisement. Means less players. Oh, yeah. Yeah, why did they do that? Yeah, I really assume Capcom just didn't feel it was worth it. But I'm just like, come on, bro. The only thing that made me go, huh? About the direct is the Virtual Boy. I'm still not sure how that got greenlit. Yeah. Imagine paying $100 for the Virtual Boy in 2025. I know that they have a cardboard version that's $25, but even then, $25 for a cardboard Virtual Boy is so strange to me. You see, it's retro, therefore it's good now, you see. Well, I can't wait for the Wii U Renaissance. Wait, the peripheral is $100. Yes! Yeah, maybe if it included, I don't know. Does the Virtual Boy peripheral include every single Virtual Boy game that they advertised? Because then I could understand it. But, if it's just for the peripheral, and you gotta, wait, don't you have to pay, the subscription service for the Virtual Boy thing, and you have to buy the peripheral? I forget. Is that how that's working? That's fucked up. The Virtual Boy was bad before it released. Yeah, don't try to make it good. It never was good. The only good thing that came out of it was Jack Bros, and even then, I'm mostly saying that as, irony. So I need to pay for online, plus expansion, plus the $100 peripheral. I believe so, but I'm not sure. I have to fact check. To be fair, it doesn't deserve it, but let's be fair anyway. It's more expensive in North America than anywhere else. I love being an American. All to play Virtual Boy Wario Land. Yeah, that's totally worth it, bros. You gotta drop $200 considering I forget how much the expansion is. Oh, it's more expensive in the States, yeah. Because the States sucks right now.
Even a child could have seen that, and yet...
To be fair, Virtual Boy Wario Land is fun. Not $100 fun, or even $25 fun, but it's fun. I wonder how much it'd be if I got it in Japan. Yeah, that's a good question.
Huh. I don't imagine the old me would have ever been so reckless.
I'll BRB. See you in a bit, Manzai.
The old me had power, and because of that, I thought that justice was always on my side.
Oh, you gonna switch from desktop to laptop? Alright, see you in a bit.
Just as you and the committee believe now. But a certain person changed my mind. He made me reckon with my selfish and skewed sense of justice.
Oh, who's he talking about?
And once the scales had fallen from my eyes, I began to look at people differently.
Just say his name!
I saw that I was only able to be an effective prosecutor thanks to the efforts of those around me. Detective Gumshoe, the many investigative officers of the Force, and even Kay. It changed me. The degree to which it changed me still surprises me to this day. I see. Thank you. I feel that perhaps I understand you a little better now. You understand me? I highly doubt it. Someone who's so focused on forcing their idea of justice onto others can't possibly see what I see. Is that so? Is that what you truly believe? I will say one thing. This has been a very interesting conversation. That is all. Before I go, there is one remaining matter. I was asked to inform you that the date of your hearing has been confirmed. Why do I need a hearing? I already quit. You don't need to fire me, because I quit. It will be held today in the trial chamber. The committee sends its warmest regards. If that was all you had to tell me, you could have just sent a message. And entrust the goddess's words to another. That wouldn't do now, would it? Until then, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll see you again very shortly.
Alright, see you later, poop hair girl. You should go talk to toilet paper hair man from Apollo Justice. I think you guys would get along a lot. April 6th, Detention Center Holding Cell.
Is the secret passage still here? A very basic bed. I can't say it was very comfortable to sleep on, however. I imagine Detective Gumshoe would sleep soundly on it, nevertheless, loudly snoring all the while. Yeah, it's better than his house. Poopity coil valve. I suppose we'll probably never get to work together again. But I don't have any regrets about the bed I've made. I'll follow my own path to the end. The window is barred with heavy steel. That reminds me of a movie I once saw. A prison inmate had to plot to escape by using a file to cut his cell bars. I won't be doing that, of course. For one thing, I don't have a file on me at the moment. What am I saying? I wouldn't do it even if I did have one.
Oh, how the lawful crack when thrown in jail.
There's a note on the wall next to the toilet. Sorry, we're currently out of toilet paper.
Okay, well, where's Clavier's brother? I'll use his hair. Hi, Jackie! Coughs out blood. Hi, you doing alright?
Please make the necessary mental preparations before using the toilet. What sort of mental preparations can one even make?
Sorry, I stabbed him earlier. We needed to use his hair as toilet paper for. Come on!
There's a menu here on the table. It seems that detainees are able to pay to have their meals brought to their cells. What looks good?
I want some curry. Fine, I'll remove his scalp. Hold on.
Spaghetti and mac and cheese lunch.
Add linguine for only $1. Whoa, that sounds like a steal. Hey, maybe I should go to jail. That sounds like it might be worth it.
Basmati and brown rice special. For a limited time only, add regular white rice at no extra cost.
Yeah, only $1. What the fuck, man? Yeah, those prison inmates living it good. That's a lot of pasta.
It's probably for the best that I'm not very hungry.
Yeah, that's a lot of carbs, but $1, damn. Gonna bulk up in prison.
This is a rich prison. The $1 was for the extra linguine.
About $67 for plastic, $20 for the cardboard. Jeez.
I barely spent any time in here, and already I can feel my personal appearance slipping. I may have given up my badge, but I mustn't give up on myself.
Yeah, $67 is way too much for Virtual Boy. Still not worth it for the Virtual Boy, no. I'd pay maybe $5 for a Virtual Boy, and even then, you'd have to really convince me that Jack Rose was really worth playing. My collar, it's slightly creased. There. A tidy outside begets a tidy inside. I actually thought it was a fun idea. It is a fun idea, but they charge way too much for it. I'm being a little, what's the word? I'm being a little extra saying the $5 bit. It should be free. Also, Mario comes to your house and cleans your shower. I agree. But to nickel and dime people who are already paying for this stuff, yeah, that's crazy. You need a Switch 2 to even use the Virtual Boy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't even have a Switch 2, bros. It's too expensive. Oh, me mateys, you saying that games are too expensive? So, oh, it's on Switch 2, 1, 2. Oh, okay. Funny that they let you keep such a fancy outfit and it's all. Yeah, they didn't put me in the uniform. Maybe I need to wait a few days. They need to, like, get me fitted for it. Which is why it's more important now than ever to take care of myself. And there's a poster in the corridor outside. So annoying that you need a Switch to use it to begin with, but at least it's not Switch 2 exclusive, yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because it's Nintendo, but... We regret to announce that, due to the Warden's arrest, the Die of Destiny game will be discontinued. Inmates will no longer need to roll a die every morning to determine their meals for the day. We wholeheartedly apologize to those who are looking forward to their daily casting of the die. Wait, so they play gacha for their food? Did anyone ever really need an apology for the cessation of such a ridiculous idea in the first place? Do I have another visitor? Okay. I mean, at that price, might as well buy an actual Virtual Boy, right? We got the Virtual Boy in 2026 before Mother 3 outside of Japan officially. Why? Why are they like this? Some inmates need their gambling fix, okay? Oh, thank goodness you seem alright. It's a load off my mind. Such a heartwarming scene. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But you're still not your usual cheery. I mean, you have to say positive, Kay. It launched at $180, so you're not even far off. Jesus Christ. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, I guarantee you didn't. He's so nasty. Yeah, this guy is corrupt. I'm calling it. No, you have to let it go. I'm the murderer. I know that now. But you're not. You can't be. Why don't you have any faith in yourself? Sorry. How can I, Mr. Edgeworth? When there's no me left to believe in. None at all. I don't think that's true. Before you lost your memory, we spent quite a bit of time together. And I dare say, you left quite the impression on me. So you see, there's still plenty of you left. That's why I believe so much in your innocence. And why you should believe in yourself, too. Oh, I meant how he's squeezing out his tears of sweat from his beard, but the corruption, too. Yeah, that's a bit disgusting. His beard must be moist. Thank you. But I can't. It would just cause more pain for the both of us. Please, you have to forget her. Forget that Kate. She's gone. I wonder if they're trying to change history and make Virtual Boy into a retroactive success. Yeah, I wonder if this will sell more than the Virtual Boy originally sold. It is notably one of Nintendo's greatest failures. Wii U, next, let's go! Why did they... Okay, yeah, I just thought of something and it makes me even more upset about Virtual Boy. Why are we getting Virtual Boy instead of GameCube? I want GameCube! I want more GameCube games! 700. Yeah, we have GameCube. We need more GameCube games. We need more GameCube games. Elliot, we do have GameCube. I know. I'm saying we need more GameCube games. They release more GameCube games, I promise. I would rather that than Virtual Boy. 770,000 units sold versus Wii U's 14 million. Why, we got Virtual Boy and not DS. Yeah, right? Yeah, I would rather DS. Okay, no. DS has a lot of good games. You remind me of my younger self, you know. So noble, so bold. DS games can be played on the 3DS. And the 3DS is the latest handheld. No, it's not. Actually, the Switch 2 is the latest handheld. The DS only sold 150 million. It just doesn't make sense versus the Virtual Boy. Actually, the 2DS is the latest handheld. Like, even in the Mega Man Zero ZX collection had a clever way to make the dual screen work. Yeah, I want DS. Why are we getting Virtual Boy? Nintendo. This is the justice you and the committee stand for? Justice. I suppose you could call it that, but Apollo's not here. Nintendo is very pro-worker and anti-everyone else. And I'm just kidding, but the 2DS is basically the same as saying the OLED is the sequel to the Switch. What, it isn't? Actually, if going by traditional home console handheld classifications, the Nintendo Switch Lite is actually the latest handheld. What is he up to? Why is he going to such lengths to control everything? I can't shake the feeling that something is very wrong here. Is there some hidden agenda at play? That's what I've been saying, Edgeworth! Ugh, this is no time to second guess myself. If I'm gonna find out what it is, it's now or never. Like, remember, we had the 3DS and the new 3DS. Actually, the latest handhold is me holding your mom. And the new Nintendo 2DS XL, which is the funniest name for a product ever. They gotta keep adding letters to their consoles. Now then, my boy, I suppose I should be... Wait. Why is the chairman so intent on seeing Kay charged with this murder? It doesn't make any sense. Oh god, not mind chess again! I miss Lynn. I want to hold hands with Lynn. Okay. I hope you get to hold hands with Lynn sometime soon, Jackie. There must be some rhyme or reason to this madness. Come now, Miles. I'm a busy, important man. I can't be wasting my precious time talking to you. The only way out of our current predicament is through Chairman Winner. There's so much to ask and so little time. Let's start by trying to find out why he rushed to have Kay arrested so quickly. I can't just let this happen. I'm getting answers, if it's the last thing I do. Alright, let's eat those chess pieces. Yeah, why the rush to arrest Kay? Why were you so keen to push through Kay's arrest? I've yet to hear a satisfactory explanation. An explanation? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Don't give me that. You know exactly what I mean. I'd like them to release the Pocket Pikachu to Switch too. That'd be cute. Tut tut. I advise you to moderate your tone, dear boy. Need I remind you of your position? Hey you Pikachu, Switch 2 release, now! Oh god, let's bide our time. He seems frustrated. And suppose we did let your friend go free. What then?
What do you mean, what then? Think how that would look, my boy. And who would have to take the blame? Me, that's who.
That's spider time. Clearly, this guy is jealous of Kay being super cool and awesome. Yeah, she looks cool and he looks lame. He's jealous.
You're right to keep your mouth shut. That way you won't say anything foolish.
He hates to see a baddie winning at life. I'm not jealous.
Sorry, but I can't stay silent forever. Not while Kay's innocence is in doubt.
Oh jeez, that was a really loud stomach growl. I think he's far grosser than Brushel ever will be. You know what, Manzai? I think you're onto something.
You're breaking my heart. Just look at this flood of tears spilling out.
When did you last eat? Yesterday. At least Brushel is hygienic. Yeah, he takes care of his teeth and everything. He doesn't let his beard get all wet.
Please, just leave it alone, will you? Things are coming along nicely until you interfere. Please eat something.
I will. I just don't have any food right now. I have like 2 things of sandwiches left. Should I go with coming along nicely? Delicious chips. You should have some chips. I wish. I want some chips.
I'm at work at the moment. Someone send something for him. Coming along nicely. That's a pretty strange way of putting it.
I think all the food I have right now is like cookies, a sandwich, and another sandwich. So I'm trying to conserve it. Oh, hey, Lenix! Hello, hello!
It's almost as if you wanted Kay's arrest to happen.
Cookies are not food, though. Yeah, but there's something. There's something. Why the hell would you eat a witch made of sand? Eat a water witch. She's cleaner. Nah, I think I'll eat a golden witch instead.
It certainly doesn't sound like the statement of an impartial representative of the law. Oi.
Don't you fucking dare. In this economy?
You think so? Well, that wasn't my intention. Has it occurred to you that you might just be overthinking things a little? Chairman Winner certainly knows how to dodge a question. That doesn't change the fact that serious doubts remain concerning Kay's arrest.
Oh. I just got undo that fucking treat. Thank you, Twy. I'm sorry for saying I would eat Beatrice. Let me go check to make sure that the gate is open. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hold on. I'm a bit away from my mic. I gotta go unlock the gate. I will be right back, and also let my family know.
Wow, what of you? Hi, Presto Chango. Oh, the sign is fitting for the occasion. Oh, Leonix asked you to do it. Wait, why am I in jail? Bro, what did you do? I'm just a little guy. No treats for you. Oh, cause I said I would eat Beatrice. Listen, I think I spoke for most people here when I say that I would eat Beatrice. No, don't undo it. He won't feel like he'll have to eat out Beato then. Oh, your birthday's over. Oh, happy late birthday, Presto Chango. Happy late birthday. I guess I'm just like Miles. I got put in jail. But it doesn't change the fact that serious doubts remain concerning Kay's arrest. I hope you had a good birthday, Presto! Next, we'll need to press him on whether he really believes the investigation was sufficient. We can't allow any of his statements to go unexamined, no matter how trivial they might seem. One of them may just give us a breakthrough we need. Much time? Were you the one calling the shot? Yeah, let's see. How much time did you spend? They hated him because he spoke the truth. How much time was spent on your investigation altogether? Well now, let's see. You know what? I'm not sure I can remember. You should totally stream this game from jail. It'd be a funny visual. I'm the criminal. I did it. And I'm sure you can. You won't bluster your way out of this one. It's not bluster, my boy. I honestly don't recall. It's a problem when you get to be my age, you see. Why? I even forget my own son's name sometimes! That's it. I'm adopting him. I'm adopting him. Right now. Never mind your fool of a son. Answer me. How long did you spend on the investigation? Yeah, you're right. Of course. The boy's a fool. I never meant for him to grow up like that, but... Oh, woe is me. Lots of deadbeat dads lately. Never mind your fool of a son. Edgeworth, he's not even present. Give him a break. Yeah, come on, bros. He's just a little guy. He's only too happy to derail the conversation no matter where I take it. I mean, just 3 pretty standard for a visual novel. I have to force him to take this seriously. Let's try another tack for now. You can hardly say your investigation was sufficient. And you're the one who called all the shots, weren't you? Including the decision to have Kay arrested? This pilot in red is highly sus. I mean, just look at him. Damn, Elia, you have a criminal record now. You can't go to Canada now. Damn. I guess I can't fulfill my promise with Twy. You're gonna have to come over here, Twy. I'm gonna have to stab you on my home turf instead. If there's a decent dad, they're dead. Phoenix being the rare anomaly, but life is screwing him over, so... Fine. Thank you. That guy looks like Da Vinci from Lupin the Third. Oh, really? Just DM your info. Alright. Do I need to provide the knife? Nah, you're good. I got plenty of knives in my room. You're fine. Oh ho ho. I'm afraid I'm nowhere near as influential as you think, dear boy. You're the chairman of the committee. It doesn't get much more influential than that. Not that I care about such things. You ruined me. It's enough to drive an old man to tears. Just mail him the knife. Leonardo da Vinci. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not the deferential type. Well, if you're gonna insist on being so blunt, then I'm afraid you won't be seeing your prosecutor's badge anytime soon.
I quit! You can't fire me because I quit! I don't... I feel like none of these really contribute to the conversation very much. But also he doesn't seem to be, like, having an issue. Like, he's not angry. I don't need that badge.
Let me make something clear once and for all.
Just stab yourself, you lazy bones. Why'd I mail it if I have to be there to get stabbed? No, it's funner if you get stabbed. It's funner for me if I get to stab him. Yeah, it ruins the bonding experience. Exactly. It's not about the act of getting stabbed. It's about the act of someone stabbing you. Namely, me. I get to have fun. Gosh, Leonix, you don't get it. Look at this guy. Absolute fool. Elliot wants to stab someone. I want to get stabbed. It's a win-win. Exactly. Stabology with Elliot. Yep, I'm the head teacher of stabology. Why would I take away his fun? Elliot should work at the stabbing factory. Yeah, I think I'd be the manager. I think I'd be the head of stabbing. And I would stab people in the head.
That badge isn't the be-all, end-all for me. Far from it. I'm not concerned with titles or roles. Even you must understand that much. So young. So very young. A word of advice, Miles. From somebody who's been around the block. You're hopelessly naive, my boy. Idiotically so. Well, that certainly got under his skin. He might be less guarded in his answers while he's in this state. Now's my chance.
Wait, so did that give me... Did that give me, like, a thing? Is he on fire? No, he's got a... let's go with that. He's got a lighter. He uses it to burn evidence, because that's totally what a normal, well-off person that's definitely not evil would do, right?
I'm exhausted. I've exhausted. Oh, okay. How much time was spent on your investigation altogether? My, you really don't give up, do you? But even my patience has its limits, you know. What a coincidence. So does mine. Now answer the question. Do you believe that your investigation was sufficient or not?
Oh, okay. Carry on.
The youth these days are wont to be reckless. Makes me want to put you in your place.
Huh? What was that? Huh?
You're gonna regret that, my boy.
Are you threatening me?
Oh god, I'd like to see you try. I've got you now. You're backed into your corner and you don't even know it. What are you going on about all by your lonesome over there? You need to cut an old man like me some slack. I can't keep up with all that useful energy. Curses. I should have picked my words more wisely.
Yeah, I had a feeling I should have bited.
I can't just let this happen. I'm getting answers if it's the last thing I do.
Okay, yeah, let's bide our time.
Well, well, maybe you do know your place, after all. What's the matter? Scared? Hardly. I was just thinking about how best to proceed. Getting answers from the elderly requires sensitivity. They can get quite emotional, after all. You have no common sense whatsoever, do you? Don't you understand? Your fate rests in my hands.
Let's bide our time again? Seems to be when he's like burning shit that you need to bide.
Let's say you do manage to get some answers from me. And there's nothing you can do with them, so why not give it up, dear boy? No. And why not? It's simple, because I'm not about to let the truth escape me. Interesting. I think I'm beginning to see what makes you tick.
Maybe it's bide your time while he threatens you. Yeah. Because I think we were biting earlier when he was playing with his lighter, too.
But what you're doing is pointless. Tragically and miserably pointless. Please, just give up. She's guilty. The decision has been made.
The decision has been made? Oh, once again, your choice of words intrigues me.
It's almost as if Kay's guilt had already been determined from before her arrest. What are you trying to imply?
That you planned to have her arrested.
I'm implying that things haven't gone as they normally should. In fact, everything has proceeded as if Kay's arrest was the end goal, right from the very start. Well, Chairman Winner, was it? Ooh. That's certainly an intriguing theory. It's also a complete work of fiction. I'm afraid I don't have time for such flights of fancy. I think it's time we brought this shabby little farce to an end, don't you?
No! He's trying to make his escape! Ooh, I like this song!
We must confirm the legality of Kay's arrest before he slips away. It's faint, but the truth is finally beginning to emerge. And I'm not about to let this opportunity pass me by.
Oh! Something up, Toy? Why did I get a refund? Oh! Maybe they're out of food. Actually, yeah. Didn't they take off the fries from the menu? That might actually be it. Hold on. Cause I think I put the nacho fries on my Taco Bell thing. And I think they removed that from the menu, so I think they refunded you because of that. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I will remove Taco Bell from my tweet stream and like update it. Cause it looks like they don't have a menu item on it anymore. So I gotta change that. Sorry about that, Twi. I am glad you got a refund though. That's good.
I still have questions. Wait, we're not done yet. I'm tired of all this talking, so make it brief, will you? What grounds did you have? Based on everything I've heard from you so far, It's clear that Kay's arrest is entirely unfounded. Yes, yes, I think we're all familiar with this particular refrain of yours by now. I wonder if that's why I was getting refunds, since I usually picked Taco Bell. Oh, yeah, that's probably it. I need to update that, I guess. I just double check my other stuff. Is there anything else I need to update? Let me check. Okay, I think the burger one is fine. I will disable... I'll disable Taco Bell right now. So I think... Twi, did you get another one? Did you get the burger? Thank you, Twi. Sorry for the issue. I completely forgot that they changed the menu for Taco Bell. How dare you take this so lightly as a man of the law? My, aren't you a rude little boy? But my fuse is only so long. Let's bide our time. We don't want you to have stomach issues, I guess. Honestly speaking, I don't have the time to waste on every last question you can dream up. The untacoed your bell. I have certain responsibilities to attend to, you know. I really am quite the busy man. Oh, that was Chipotle. I'm so dumb. Yeah, I've never had Chipotle. Chipotle is not my life. And didn't they say something like, what was it Chipotle that makes you like shit your pants and like have blood in it or something? I think I heard a lot of people being like, yeah, it makes you bleed, but like it's good food. Why are you just pretending to be busy? I don't know if that was like a meme or like stuff like that actually happened or not. I don't know. I think that was a South Park joke. Oh, I see. That's an awful thing to say to a fragile old man. I work harder than I should at my age. Anyway, yeah, I've never eaten a Chipotle in my life. So I would have no idea. I ask you, my boy, what could I even hope to accomplish by putting up such a pretense? Hoping to avoid talking about the case. You obviously don't want to talk about the case anymore. The worse it fucks you up, the better it tastes. That's true. That one curry my friend made, it destroyed me after I ate it, but it was so good. I don't remember which chain food restaurant was the joke of, oh, you're gonna shit your pants after, like half of them. That's why you're so keen to get out of this conversation, isn't it? I'm like that with Burger King. Burger King makes me feel like shit after I eat Burger King. But man, do I love Burger King. It's just so tragic. It really is. You wouldn't suspect me of such things. I mean, Taco Bell does it to me. I don't think... Yeah, I guess Taco Bell hasn't done it for me. But that's because I tend to not get their burritos. I tend to get nachos and like the supreme nachos and stuff. Destroys my stomach for days. Not mine. I don't get to eat Taco Bell. Tweetstream said no. Supreme, not mine? Maidens? It's not a suspicion, it's a certainty. There were no clear grounds on which to base Kay's arrest for a start. Now, my boy, let's not get carried away. There's plenty of evidence to support our case. I hope a sugar shack makes me be bedridden for a week. Oh god, Sugar Shack back again. The mask, the leader, the corsage, they were all in her possession. And, of course, her confession. More than enough to prove her guilt, I'd say. What is Canadian like? But those are... What's the matter? Struggling to come up with a way to explain everything away? Why do you all make yourselves sick? 'Cause the food tastes good. Let's bide our time. He's being irritable. Well, there we have it. Your silence speaks volumes. Canada, my favorite country in Europe. It's true I can't counter your argument right now, but you did let something valuable say. I don't think I said Canada was in Europe. Me when I'm lactose intolerant, but I insist on eating that cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. Have you guys seen that? You said it wasn't in America. Yeah, but I didn't say it was in Europe. Have you guys seen the city cheeseburger scene yet? So did you think it was in Asia? Or Africa? No, I just thought it was its own separate thing. He rattled off that list like he knew it inside out. I wasn't thinking very much. Elio! I think it might prove to be a valuable clue. We know. Brother, please. I'm sorry! The continent of Canada! Yeah, that is what I thought. K is innocent. The C in Canada is for continent. No, 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 my boy. That's just clumsy. Our family name. In shambles is our family name Canada. Anyone can blurt out a baseless assertion like that. Even a disgraced superstar prosecutor. The C in Canada is for clumsy. Uh-oh. It's no good. I don't have enough information to take this any further yet. But my chance will come. I'll just have to be ready when it does. I still have questions. Who gave the order? We're not the Canada twins. The C is Canada. Is for chips. Battle chips. The clumsy council of Canadian continents. You know, I can't seem to remember. Don't ever get old, Miles, my boy. It wreaks havoc on the memory. Oh, clue. Okay, so we did get a clue. I wasn't sure. Remembered all the evidence pretty well. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop playing the old man card. You remember the details of the evidence against Kay pretty clearly. Perhaps if your memory didn't fail you only when it was convenient, I'd be more inclined to believe you. So, let me ask you again. Who gave the order for Kay's arrest? You're a sharp one, I'll give you that. My son could learn a thing or two from you. It wasn't such an incurable numbskull, that is. It's a tragedy, really. Yeah, bro, stop being mean to Eustace. He's just a little guy. I don't want to hear about your son. I want to know who authorized the arrest. You're very mean. You know that, don't you? You're very mean too. You're talking shit about your son, calling him a dumbass. The arrest, you say? I believe the order was given by... I don't know, he is pretty dumb. That's so rude to say about his son though, Lennox. Judge Gavel? Yeah, but yeah, you're not meant to say it. I've got you now. You're backed into a corner and you don't even know it.
I feel like that's the narrative's way of saying this guy sucks.
Uh-oh. What are you going on about all by your lonesome over there? Need to cut an old man like me some slack. Can't keep up with all of your youthful energy.
Okay, so it's him. I think the concern is the fact that he has no reason to need to say it. Like, it's not as though Eustace is currently fucking up. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he just keeps bringing it up unprompted. So why is he dragging him down now for no reason? Yeah. Like, it's just needlessly rude. It's like one thing. Like, for example, when Eustace is being dumb and Francisco whips him, I'm like, haha, yeah. That's what you get for being a dumbass. But he's just randomly going, my son is such a fool. I hate that sort of a bitch. He's just a hater, man, I'm telling you. Maybe because it's mad funny. Boy. Okay, who gave the order? And then it was you. It was you!
Come now, Chairman Winner. We both know it was you. Alright, you got me. You make it sound like it was somehow a bad thing, though. But I have a reputation to uphold, so I guess I'd better clear up this little misunderstanding. I'll entertain your questions for a few more minutes. Let's see if I can put your mind at ease. The key thing to do now is to establish how intimately he knows the details of the case. He probably just hates the youth. He's such a boomer. I just have to ask the right questions. God, I was so close to wiping out. The end game is at hand. We're but a few moves away from the truth. Also, give me 1 second. I just realized my phone is like on the verge of dying. I should really not have it die if I'm expecting food to come in. Because then what if I miss the text message and then my family gets pissed off at me? If food gets delivered and I'm not like right out there. What a cool man, torturing such a poor innocent youth. You seem to know an awful lot about the case. You seem to know the case in quite some detail. I know about lots of things, my boy. I'm just smart like that. Too bad the same can't be said about the way you handled Kay's arrest. Oh! You didn't like that, huh? I'm a very busy man. Do try to remember that I can bring this little chat to an end whenever I so choose. It's only taking so long because you won't give me a straight answer to any of my questions. It's because I'm gay, Edgeworth. I can't do anything straight. If only you'd stop giving me the runaround, we'd be done already. Me dragging my son all over the mud because I'm bored. So let's try this again. You seem to know the details of the case quite intimately. Why is that? Because I read the case file. Not exactly the most thrilling use of my time, of course, but it's part of the job. I have to be a good role model. I can't be seen to be slacking. It can be so hard. I had some time on my hands, so I read the whole thing from cover to cover. Wait, aren't you busy though? Yeah, you keep saying how busy you are. That's strange. I could have sworn you just told me you're a very busy man.
Is anyone straight in this game? No. Not even the straight couples like Master Mask or whatever are straight. They're bi. That's strange. I could have sworn you just told me you're a very busy man. Excelsius is the kind of dad to say, "Hey son, I fucked your mom last night," as a reply to good morning. God! I'd say the cracks are finally starting to show, wouldn't you? Okay, it looks like this one worked, Twy. So this one isn't pulling a Taco Bell. I just got a message that they're prepping the food. I think the only character we're 100% sure is straight is Larry. True. Larry is super straight. If you're so keen on being an upstanding leader, you can start by releasing K, you know. I'm a bit concerned that it's only now. Yeah. It says it should be here in like 30 minutes or so? If you're so keen on being an upstanding leader, you can start by releasing K, you know. You really don't give up, do you? It's a moving sight indeed, my boy. It's like, it's been long enough for me to forget. Larry's famous line, "I'd never suck a man's penis." But a tragic one, too. After all, your efforts are for naught. It's not enough to conclude he's not gay. Yeah, maybe he's just saying that so that no one catches on. I'm afraid your little friend was found unconscious near the scene of the crime. Did you see exactly where she was found? You've yet to hear much about the circumstances under which Kay was found. That's not what I meant. You of all people should know what I meant, Mr. Asexual wants to drink Nalia's piss. That's true. Yeah, but Larry is definitely... I don't think Larry's asexual. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is asexual and I don't know. If you present Ron's profile to Larry and TNT, Larry explicitly states he has no interest in men. Damn. He's not asexual, but he could be a top. That's true. He wouldn't suck a man's penis, but he'd let another man suck his penis. She was lying unconscious in the storeroom, correct? He is not asexual. He is asexual. Yeah, true. Uke or seme is the question. I feel like Larry is the kind of person that sees himself as like a seme, but he actually gets dominated by whoever he's seen. But yeah, the secret is that everyone in the series is actually asexual. That's right. Although I'm not at liberty to tell you how I know that. Why would they call it Ace Attorney? You're so right, Monzai. Everyone reproduces asexually as well. Yeah, that's how Emma came. Checkmate, atheists. He knows things even we didn't. In fact, he seems to be aware of every tiny detail about this case. This could be a valuable clue. Tell me what you know about Kay. The suspect, Kay Faraday. How much do you know about her exactly? I know that she's the suspect. Aside from that, not much else. Cross my heart, but it's true. Time to deploy my clue. You know every other detail about the case? Sorry, but the more you tell me, the less sense your story makes. For one thing, you know details that even those investigating the scene were not aware of. Why is that? I want to take away his goggles. You ain't a Digimon pro tag. So how much do you really know, Chairman Winner? I want to take away his beard. Yeah, his wet beard soaked in his tears. I hope that his breakdown involves him burning his beard. Oh, ho, ho, ho. There's the intimidating face you like to make again. Well, two can play this game. How'd you like me now, This man smells awful. Oh, 100%. It's spider time. I do have to commend you on your doggedness. It really is something. I hope the brushel appears and scrubs him clean. I'll take that as a compliment. Take it however you like. But wrap this up, will you? I just don't have the stamina anymore. Sorry to hear about your bedroom life, but why are you telling me this? She's the culprit, the only possible suspect. Just accept that already. I hope Brushel suffers an accident. How much more evidence do you want us to load her down with, for goodness sake? Load her down with? That's a weird choice of words. Yet another interesting turn of phrase. One that makes it sound a lot like the items Kay was carrying might have been foisted upon her. Yeah, that doesn't sound like she was carrying it. It sounds like you planted it on her. You're such a cool name. You're such a bitch, bro. Excelsius. Excelsior. That does not fit him. Impressive. You really do pay attention, don't you? No wonder they used to call you a prodigy, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. I think you know the answer to your own question by now. Why don't you just go ahead and say it? I want to hear it from you. It's finally time to shed light on the truth. All that's left is to play one last move. Kay is innocent. Hi, I just got here. Who's the bitch old man? What did he set on fire? He's Eustace's dad. And he's really mean about Eustace, so I hope he sets himself on fire. Hopefully himself, right? He keeps being mean about Eustace. No, my boy. That's just clumsy. I can't believe my son came out of this man. Eustace is our son now. Yeah, he's no longer your son. Anyone can blurt out a baseless assertion like that. Even a disgraced superstar prosecutor. Except I know it wasn't her. Kay was framed. The true culprit set it all up so she could take the fall instead. That is my answer, and I won't let you deny it any longer. Yeah, let's go! Damn it. Why'd you put it out? You should have let it burn more. Good. I'm glad that happened, though. That's what I wanted. Oh! Whoa! My, you really are a sharp one, Tactical tears. It's a bit of a shame you chose to hand in your badge. I admit it. You're right on all accounts. You set her up? You're just admitting that? And that's checkmate. Bro, we got like cams in this jail, right? You knew Kay wasn't the real murderer, and yet you still had her arrested. What's worse, you thought you could get away with it. Well, you won't. Not if I can help it. There you go with that naivete again, my boy. I guess that was always your problem. With the girl arrested and a conviction secured, this whole mess goes away. And that's what will happen. But whose interest does a conclusion like that serve? The committee's, I suppose. And mine? I knew it! I knew the committee was corrupt! You know, listening to you just now, well, you really got the tears flowing, I have to say. It was poignant and heartfelt and sincere and utterly infuriating. Yeah, bros, we have a cam set up in the hallway, right? Like, we're getting this on tape, right? We got the dog attack on tape.
Look, I'm not perfect. I know that. But your lack of sophistication in these matters is beyond the pale.
Yeah, crocodile tears.
You insist that the truth is more important than anything else.
Bro, how much lighter fluid that shit have, right?
Would you say the same if you knew what the real value of the truth is? What are you trying to say? When you get to my level, you don't uncover the truth. You make it, little by little.
Ma on guard admitted to hiring a hitman while in a jail cell, with the guard straight up watching. I think their prison cameras are purely decorated. True. They only work when they work against me.
Okay, Faraday, murderer. That's the truth. The truth I created.
Forget that. How many documents did he bring? Yeah, he's burned so many documents.
Yes, my boy. That's what I like to see. You're so sincere sometimes. It's painful. Just makes me want to put you in your place. Knowing the real truth will get you nowhere. Because that's how much it's worth. Nothing. Shocking, I know.
Can't wait to get to this with my mother. Yeah, I really like this game. This has become one of my favorite of the Ace Attorneys.
But why not go after the real killer? How much do you even know about what really happened? You're still not getting it. That's your truth. And it is worthless. Mine is all that matters.
The truth I created. Okay, Akechi wannabe. Friends? Who needs that?
You understand what I'm saying, don't you, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor? I have all the power here. Curse you!
Oscar, so are you allowed to go into a prison with a lighter and burn things? You know, from a legal perspective? Yeah, is the head of prosecutorial excellence able to bring a lighter into a jail cell and burn it?
Well, aren't you menacing?
Oh, it's edgy Mr. I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
You and your little friend are just as bad as each other. Violent criminals who deserve to be locked up.
I think you need to be locked up, buddy.
You'll pay for this.
And with that, yet another person disappears in my life. Oh, it just makes me want to cry. This guy is actually insane. This guy is evil to the core. He just goes from like threatening you to like making him look like he feels remorse and crying.
I'm not planning to disappear just yet, Chairman Winner. There's still the hearing later today. Just you wait. One way or another, I'll prove Kay's innocence to the world then.
Mom, if I set my beard on fire in prison, what will I be charged with?
It looks like someone needs to have a change of heart.
Yeah, where's the Phantom Thieves when I need them? Okay, yeah, why do I need to have this hearing? I already quit. You don't need to fire me. I quit.
April 6th, 8:30 a.m. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, Chamber. 10 members, of a majority are present. I hereby call this hearing to order. I gathered here today to assess the professional competency of Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth.
I'm not a prosecutor anymore, though. I quit!
Here, in the sight of the goddess, we do solemnly swear to pass fair and frank judgment. Fair and frank? Don't make me laugh. Verity, if you'd be so kind as to summarize the case against Mr. Edgeworth. On April 5th, despite having been advised of the illegality of an investigation he was conducting, The accused refused to desist, and eventually had to be detained by myself and Chairman Winner. His actions compromised the investigation into the murder of a certain defense attorney. And despite having been presented with copious evidence of her guilt, he continues to insist that the suspect, Wen K. Faraday, is innocent of all charges. Perhaps you could explain the details of the murder to us as well? Of course. On the morning of the 5th, the body of the victim was found here in the committee chamber. Further explanation will be provided by...
Me, Eustace Winner, Premier Prosecutor.
And the floor is yours, Mr. Winner.
The murder itself happened late on the night of the 4th. The victim was Miss Rosie Ringer. Since Edgeworth hasn't mentioned Phoenix's name this whole time, I just assumed that when she said a certain defense attorney, Feeny fucking died. No, he would be much more distraught if he died. He'd get like that one Franziska crying sprite. That same night, an illicit auction was being held here in this very room. Ringer took part in that auction, I think. Yeah.
Meaning that the murder took place sometime during the auction.
When she was found, Ringer was dressed in an outfit that matched the description of the auctioneers. Colonel Sanders. However, due to the fact that the auction carried on after the murder had occurred, I deduced that Ringer was not in fact the auctioneer.
You deduced nothing of the sort. And what about the basis on which the suspect was detained, Mr. Winner?
Yeah, I got this. So, Faraday was overcome by...
Crushing remorse, Eustace.
Yeah, that. Tons of crushing remorse. So, she confessed. According to her confession, she was on the roof of this building. I still think that could probably maybe not fly in a court of law because she's suffering from memory loss. When she encountered a person in a red raincoat on the viewing platform.
And that person was Miss Ringer, I take it. Like, isn't there a thing when it comes to, like, court cases where, like, if someone isn't, like, mentally stable, like someone suffered some injury that, like, affected their memory or something, wouldn't they, like, delay their judgment on it because they're not in a state of mind to, like, be a witness or anything, like, give a testimony? It does sound like the witness has been led, perhaps even badgered, blue badgered even. Precisely, Mr. Chairman. The killer dressed the victim in the auctioneer's outfit after the fact.
Half of this would not fly on a court of law, true.
At the time when she was killed, Miss Ringer was wearing a red raincoat.
That would actually be a genuine question to ask my mother. Yeah, I'm really curious about that. I feel like, cause like, I know that people plead insanity a lot in court cases. So I assume they would probably delay it if someone suffered something to cause like temporary memory issues. And who won the race to find that raincoat nearby? Me, that's who.
Did you? I thought it was somebody from forensics.
Yeah, I knew. That's why when you rated, I asked if you were playing Ace Attorney. Because I thought you were streaming with your mom, maybe.
Strictly speaking, it was found by one of the forensic investigators under Mr. Winner's command.
I knew it. The blood analysis on the coat showed that it was indeed Miss Ringer who had worn it. Oh, I see. Well, what were you playing today, Monte? I don't think I heard what you were playing today.
And the suspect's confession was the final nail in the coffin.
She confirmed having committed the murder. Oh, you're playing... Oh, Mega Man Battle Network 4. Ooh, nice. So as you can see, K. Faraday was the killer. There's no way anybody else could have done it.
Alright, Miles, I expect you have some objections. Let's get them out of the way, shall we? I have no objections, Chairman Winner. Well now, is that so? I thought it would have taken more than that. Oh? No objections in the matter of my unauthorized investigation, that is. But in the matter of Miss Faraday's supposed guilt, I have plenty.
Overruled.
I can personally attest to the fact that Mr. Winner's investigation was fair and impartial.
Are you sure about that, Gavel?
Of course it was. When it comes to carefully conducted ops, I'm the winner every time.
Only just noticed that old man is shredded. He deadlifted that bar exam. Yeah, he got some abs on him. You know, Miles, it's within my power to offer you a plea deal of sorts. If, and this is purely hypothetical, of course, you are to withdraw your objections.
You really want me to give up on this case, don't you? Have you ever heard of the Streisand effect, Excelsius?
You might wake up tomorrow to find yourself the proud owner of a seat on this committee. So I ask you again, do you have any objections, Mr. Edgeworth? If you think you can buy my silence, think again. You will watch your mouth.
Not the same?
Well, he's trying to cover it up by asking me to give up on it.
He's telling me to not look at something, so that is the Streisand effect. The more you tell someone to look away from something, the more you want to see what it is.
Only if the chairman watches his. I didn't come here to talk about committee seats. I came here to talk about the murder case. I demand a statement under oath, and I won't rest until I have one. I want to know exactly what the committee's view on the incident is. You want to put us on trial, my boy? Very well, if it will make you happy.
Streisand effect is more pertinent to information. Dare to do something that you're specifically told you're forbidden from doing is actually called, oh, the Caligula effect. This is not a bit. That is what it's called.
Speaking of, I was playing some Caligula effect.
I do think I'm gonna get Caligula effect too,
because I got to the sweet pea part.
I'm definitely gonna get Caligula effect through normal channels. I assure you, Freya.
Skipped it too.
Yeah.
I saw your cakes that you posted, and I was like, oh yeah, I should play Caligula effect, huh? Verity, please provide Mr. Edgeworth with the materials pertaining to the case.
Really? But, sir...
This will be his last hurrah, so let's humor him with the send-off he desires.
If you say so, Mr. Chairman. Evidence data received from Judge Gavel. The party member's behavior in the Sweet Pea Dungeon is eventually called out, and there's a good reason you get a, hey, do you want to join the enemy team actually option directly after that chapter? But skip to 2. Alrighty.
You have no objections to Verity representing the committee, I assume. None whatsoever.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Don't worry, Kay. Everything will be fine. You'll see.
Miss Ringer attended the auction as a potential buyer. The red raincoat was one of the items up for sale. So, our assumption is that after winning and paying for it, she left the auction with her purchase. The only exit from the storeroom was, of course, the hatch leading up onto the roof. After she'd emerged onto the viewing platform,
That's when Miss Ringer was attacked by Miss Faraday. Shortly thereafter, her flame went out, and thus concludes the committee's view of the case. The raincoat was on offer that night. Is that really true? Yeah, I was thinking that because of the mannequin. We believe so, yes. You remember the failed assassination attempt on the president of Zhangfa, I assume? The raincoat is a piece of evidence from that case. Yeah, I was thinking that too. It should, of course, have remained safely under lock and key in the appropriate facility. But our inquiries revealed that it did in fact go missing under mysterious circumstances. Yeah, you know, Gavel, since you knew that it was in your custody, like all this evidence, and yet you guys did not know that there was a secret ring that was selling this evidence that seemingly has been going on for a while. Like, this seems to be an operation that has been thoroughly arranged. Like, are you not picking up on how weird that sounds, Gavel? I wound up in the auction along with everything else. That makes sense, I suppose. Wonderful work, Verity. Just wonderful. Crystal clear as ever. The cameras are decorative, and their evidence locker is protected by a scarecrow in a hat. You flatter me, sir. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, perhaps you could save us all some time and simply admit defeat. I'll do no such thing, thank you very much. Very well. It's good to know that you still have some fight in you. Yeah, you would think too, yeah. Now that you bring that up, Freya, you would think that the Prosecutorial Excellence Committee would have cameras set up in this place to know when shit like that happens. It is. Why? Come to think of it, she said some strange things when she visited me this morning, too. What exactly is she up to? This whole place is corrupt.
Hold it!
In other words, a member of the committee was actively involved in the illegal evidence trade. It is unfortunate. I don't know what else to say. And of course, we'll be looking into any such activities just as soon as this hearing is over and done with. I commend your decision to pursue the matter further, Mr. Chairman. Oh, don't be silly, Verity. It's the least we can do, really. Not that's any of your business, Miles. Not anymore.
Yeah, why are we having this whole hearing if I'm fired? If I quit?
They didn't even have cameras for when Von Karma literally tased us. Yeah, that's crazy. If only you had remained a prosecutor. But you didn't. Now, if we're quite done making an old man cry over this whole sad affair... very well. Allow me to continue.
Alright, I think we'll stop here for a day, because I think my food is almost here. So I am gonna go on a little BRB to eat some food. And then when I'm back, we'll play some Little Busters. So I'll see y'all in a bit.